Mteamcool omkhulu okhuluzela ngamakhulu wenkulungwane. Umsabu ngamazi umhlonipho ngamungu.
To think of it, I didn't think he talks. Like being it tulile.
Yeah, he talks very.
I am correct.
So when did you start Mteamcool?
So Auntie clothing brand started 2018. Yeah, you have been in the game for so long.
Hey, phela makathi 2002.
We've also been hosting, as I've said, we've had an event like elevated weekends, elevated air.
Hey, what makes Mteamcool different from other brands?
Auntie is in Java. Bazokutshela. Everyone now thinks mengatholi speaker netende netulo sengiyahost. I'm now an event organizer. But I'm not saying people shouldn't host, but understand what you're saying. I'm like, God, sure. Bear in mind, it's like 15 minutes. But it's only
I will see.
I'm like, yes, I'm a hot man.
Oh yeah.
At that time, I was like thinking of like cancelling the show.
What up, YouTube boys, pull over Antwana. Izinje. Sinesizwe nkomkije mamafe khona nsi bamba ngoThuslay. Welcome to episode 16 of Smile Entertainment Podcast. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Angithola ne. Ucomment nokuthi after you ufuna silethe bani angithola ne. And I'm not here alone. I'm here with
What up, everyone? It's your girl Cody and today we are back with another fire episode. And I hope you guys are gonna have an excruciating moment with us because I
Renale Shashalas.
Lilin. And today, guys, before I introduce my guest, I have to ask my friend how he is. How are you, Chum?
Sharpwana.
Bonjour.
100.
Okay, I'm good. I feel like a millionaire today, but I'm broke.
Ayona, ngibona shine my heels.
Please. Because I'm Jordan.
Angithola ne.
You sure you're good?
100.
Sure.
Yeah, 100.
Okay, guys. Today's guest, Mr. Mteamcool. He's gonna introduce himself.
Mteamcool omkhulu okhuluzela ngamakhulu wenkulungwane. Umsabu ngamazi umhlonipho ngamboni. Hi everybody. My name is Menzi Makhanya, founder and owner of Mteamcool clothing brand.
Yeah. Kambani mnandi.
Mnandi poison, how's it?
On. Thanks for like pulling up.
Thank you guys, and I'm sorry for being late, guys. I'm so sorry.
Khululeka.
It's okay.
I always hear you saying excruciating. What's that?
Like an amazing moment with us. You must enjoy the episode like we do. I ain't because they know that no.
No, I'm happy to be here, guys. I always pass by because I'm always here. So I always pass by. I see you guys doing interviews. I'm like, I want sing that.
Taste
On.
So Menzi. Is Menzi your real name?
Menzi is my real name.
Sbongo?
Makhanya.
Number plate don't give it.
Menzi Makhanya, that's my full name. Full name and
surname.
No. My other name is Mteamcool, which is coming from the brand. So my name from my father is Menzi. That's it.
Okay. Cody, ngiyakwazi ngokugana amagama. Zoliphekela kangithi.
Zolipheka ngizokukha.
Sifunela seBhayibhelini.
Confirm.
Angithola ne. Feel. So like who's Menzi like in one sentence?
In one sentence.
Yeah.
Menzi is calm, cool, and smart boy.
Smart boy.
I think I'm one of those. But not like book smart, but street smart. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, street smart.
Street smart.
Valid.
Yeah.
Sex events are on strati though, so
yeah. In terms of making money, food you'll never go wrong.
The streets.
Angithola
ne. And to think of it, I didn't think he talks. Like being it tulile.
Yeah, he talks very.
I am correct.
One of the day there was like something like hang out.
Yeah.
I think he was with Abatabang. I'm like, can't do
yeah, obvious. Just that gomel. If actually khona la kuyiwani. Angisho nokugoqa ngakushashaya.
Nah, I do talk. I think it's a thing of if I don't know you and also we're not talking, I'm not gonna say anything. But if you come talk to me, I'm definitely gonna play. But yeah, I do talk.
Not
really. I wouldn't consider myself as a masha.
Sure. Okay. So when did you start Mteamcool?
So Anti-Cool clothing brand started 2018. Yeah, you have been in the game for so long.
Hey, phela makathi 2000 ngiyathuka.
Nah.
Ngithuya ko 7.
No,
Yes.
2018. 2018,
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
my
yeah,
bro, Umarema. He's doing his own thing right now. We started the brand, 2018, October. And then, I had my team, and then we formed a team of like Mteamcool, hence why we call it Mteamcool. It was like Team Anti-Cool.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mteamcool comes from Team Anti-Cool, right? So it was Team Anti-Cool, and then it was like Team Cool, and then like, I'm Team Cool, right? And then, I formed the word like my other bros, like Bandile and Kosana. It were a lot at the time. There's Tando as well. There was Sizwe. Yeah, I had a lot of people who were like 13 or 14. And then it was like a whole group back in 2018. And I've been pushing.
Fair. So like, who came up with like the idea of like a shape brand? No.
So what happened is, as I told you before we started, I was born in Ivo, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then Mina no Nico, I think, we went to the same.
Oh, Nico.
Marema,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
that's my
Space
bro.
Walk.
That's my
Now
bro full
on.
time. So me and Marema like grew up together from like preschool, right? And then I think Boma grade 3, I left. I'm in line would like to stay with my dad and my
Yeah,
mom.
yeah, yeah.
And then grade 11, I failed grade 11, funny enough. After I failed grade 11, they're like, hey, go back to your Ivory. I don't know what was happening at the time. And then that's when me and Nico reunited, right?
Yeah.
I get to Ivory, Nico like loves clothes.
Yeah,
He,
like big
loves
time,
clothes.
man.
Yeah. And at that time, I'm like, I also love clothes, right? And then
Yeah.
we're always chilling together, man. After school, it's just me and him. Because at that time, Bespuza part were not like Sipstab,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
we didn't smoke, both of us. So he was the only guy I could relate to.
Nyakton.
So at the time, Nico's like, Poison, why are we not like doing anything? Like, I'm like, dog, what can you do? They're like, let's operate something. And then I remember there was a brand. Actually, I don't know if I can mention the brand, but there was a brand and Nico kept on, the slowing like blowing yam kappa yofuna ingazalak.
Oh, so April Nakona is like pick order something.
They got order something.
Oh,
So
yeah,
lo
yeah,
ufuna
yeah.
ingazalak the guy lo yam chigachigisa nini nasimtholi.
Is that a compre Nakon?
I think you feel, eh?
Yeah,
think it's big.
you can mention.
I don't want to mention names. So
Fair.
so that guy Chigisa, and then I think it pops to Nico's head. It's like, hey dog, why don't we do our own thing?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And at that time, I also love clothes, but I love business as well, but I'm not into any business. I'm like, let's do our own brand actually. Nico was the one who came up with the idea. And then there was a guy, being from the Spartan High, there was a guy, I think I remember his name Makura. He
Yeah,
was like
yeah,
an
yeah.
artist, he used to draw. I go to that guy, I'm like, yo, me and my bro, we have this idea. Can we please rock up something? This guy, and keep it on my sketch. Anti-Cool was already there. I'm like, my nigga, this is my brand. I want this, right? Makura gave me the
Yeah.
sketch. I was like, Poison, here, go with it. I went back to your class. I'm like, Donna, this is brand. Like, our brand is officially started. You can, we looked at that thing like, yeah,
Yole.
This is what you want.
this is it, bro. And it was like, I wish I came with my thingy. So it was like, Ngatina my lightning, and then the set eyes, right?
Yeah,
and then the mouth was like a set face. It was like anti-cool, but we gave it our own interpretation to say, you're not cool, but you are too cool to be cool. Right? So that's like our interpretation of anti-cool.
Yeah.
And then we started, we went to different suppliers. We started like doing our samples, and the quality was gag at the time. I don't know.
Yeah,
if I can
obvious.
say
Like
it.
whenever you start,
the first brand. I think the people who supported us at that time, that's real love, guys. That's like that's not them saying I'm buying because this is nice. This is them saying I'm buying to support you.
Yeah.
'Cause the quality, to look at the quality back then, it was like, pop. The design was not so great as well, because the whole idea was to introduce the name Anti-Cool, and we were just like Anti-Cool. We had our logo at the back, and we were rocking.
Yeah,
and then,
that's shy,
from there,
man.
me and my bro, we started rocking. As I said, we formed a whole team to push this thing.
Also, like the team came after.
The team came
everything.
after. So at the beginning, it was me
Okay,
and
valid.
him. And then the team came after. I think when I went back to a mainline. When I got to mainline, I met my gents, Lava Valley, and I went to mainline. I was like, hey, gents, there's this thing I'm pushing now. Let's push. And then Nico, because Ivory, he got his chance from Ivory as well. And then we became like one big team, right? We also had like girls in the team. Yeah, like it's been a chain.
S4, we had girls in the team.
No, I'm saying we had like girls part of the team, not in
Okay.
terms of no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, valid.
Feel.
So, what was the hardest part in growing the brand?
The hardest part has to be finance, guys. Hey, machankura, matsiviti, man.
Yeah.
I think at the time, the cash was very low. I was still in high school. Nico was also still in high school. And also, I think managing the cash, right?
Yeah.
Because you can have a brand, you can have a business, but managing the money, I think is the difficult part because now you like, so by keep an Z5 for the first time, you have like 1.5 like cash.
Yeah, you wanna
And
eat the
Yeah,
money
and you're just
now.
like, Ash, what can I do? And then you're like, I think by quarter,
Yeah,
understand? And that's how you
yeah.
start Kawatama finances. And then the biggest challenge I faced is Nico leaving the brand, right? Because it came at the point in time whereby the bro was like, I don't think this is what I want to be doing now, right? Which was like hard for me because I think he was like, as much as I was the brain of the brand, but he was like the rock of the brand. Yeah, he was like the brand. And then when he was like, I don't think I still want to continue with this. There were a lot of questions in my mind, which like, we never really got into deep into it. He was like, I'm fine. And then he left. And then now I had to restructure the team because now I'm the only founder remaining in the business. And I have to be like step up and be like the leader because now it was easy 50-50. If like Minu and Khul,
Yeah.
Dilana. But now it was like me.
Yeah,
me.
we won.
Yeah, now I had to restructure the team, get my team to be united, get people to have responsibilities now to say, you managing the finances, you doing the orders, you doing this and this, like make the team work. And I think my partner leaving, that was the hardest, and finance is the biggest.
Feel. So like obvious, like ringa like ngokwa like netimogrot. So like you need disadvantage and advantage okwa like nama members amaningi teaming.
Yeah, I think number one, umcholo.
Oh my
That's
God.
why even now, if like you're part of my team, like I still learn, like
Yeah,
we all
yeah,
date
yeah,
each other.
yeah, yeah.
Number two, having a very big team, it's very difficult to come to one decision making, right? Because also as the leader of the team or as the founder of the brand, you don't want to find yourself now being the dictator. Which is pula magate, say chai. You want
Yeah.
to have people's opinion. You want to listen to them, what they have to say about like whatever decision you have to make.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
now having a very big team. So it's 15. So now you have 15 different opinions.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now you as the leader, it's very hard for you to decide. And also, I think the biggest challenge we faced having a big team is now because we started hosting events, right? With host events, obviously, I would pop out the money and my family would assist, my mom and dad would assist. After the event, so event I man. But because some people are thinking, imali siyenzi, they come up to me and say, I remember this other event we did, like the first event we did, they were like, we had the review after the event, they're like, okay, this is what happened, and then they're like, hey, Munna, you've been talking. I'm like, what chele, guys? Like, we
Yeah.
didn't make money. And like people started like whispering in each other's ears, right? They would like say some things about me as the founder or as the leader of the team, and now you would have a divided team. Right?
Yeah,
Like you'd
yeah,
have
yeah.
4 people with you, you'd have maybe 7 or 8
Against you, yeah.
And
Oh,
that
yeah,
is
and that's
that was
not-
like
that's
the
not
biggest
good.
challenge because now having one mind in such a big team was very difficult.
I feel.
Valid.
So but in Unyiko,
Yeah.
like obviously left Angtwal.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't know, it was after 2 years or what. He started his own brand. Like, how did you feel about that?
No, I was actually happy. I was actually too happy to see him back because I know even when we started, right, he always loved the branding, right? It's just that I think maybe at the time he couldn't do it with me or he couldn't do branding at that time. But when he started his own brand, I was happy. I was there even when he like celebrated his first anniversary for the brand.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
there with like my whole team to celebrate with him. Until today, we're still very close. No beef, nothing. We brothers. Even like a few days ago, we were like in a call. He was we were chatting, right? I was like, yo, I need some assistance in my brand,
Oh,
like
yeah,
to grow the
yeah,
business,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, definitely I'm gonna come through. So there was no like I didn't feel some type of way. I was
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
happy
yeah.
for him to be back in business.
Yeah, so
That's
you
good.
never, you guys never thought of like maybe collaborating or
Thing.
something.
We haven't had that chat, right?
Yeah.
But of course, maybe in the long run, because one thing about collaborations, we should be able to say, as E for the babies and as Auntie Cool, we are both building our brands, and when we come together, we both benefit from each other, right?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
shouldn't
yeah.
be a thing of
Yeah.
ungenzeli
Oh,
favor
yeah,
or
yeah,
mina
yeah, yeah.
ungenzeli
Exactly,
favor. I want us
exactly,
to come
exactly.
together whereby now our brands have both grown and now we both want to point to each other. Right? Not Gucci
Valid.
Manje. Yeah, not Gucci Manje. He feels like I'm doing them a favor
Nyampusta.
or
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Nyampusta.
Things like
That's why
that.
when people come up to me and say collaboration, I'm like, oh, okay, your brand is really nice, but are you bringing value to my brand? Right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
are
yeah.
you is there something that we not even finances, not even money, but am I benefiting from
Something.
collaborating with you? Same thing
Yeah.
as events. If we come up together as event organizers and say, let's host one thing, are we both putting in the work and are we both benefiting from each other? Not Gucci Manje. You feel like I anti kuniyenzeli favor into another.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
yeah.
nokudelela nakuqala la.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
man. Maya, what makes Mteamcool ne different from other brands?
Anti izinja baba. Bazokutshela. Nah, on the for the reals. I think one makes us different is that I'm not a fashion designer, I've always said.
Yeah.
I'm a branding guy. And branding has to do with the name first, identity of the brand. And that is what I've been trying to grow for all these years, right? Because as much as I would love to have like a matrix suit, a matelela, like everything else, but I want to focus firstly on growing the brand. So that when we say Auntie Cool, you already like your mind already clicked. Oh, bakuna ngala ya brand le that has
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
access,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
brand
yeah.
that has this and this and this.
Yeah,
Right?
kungabe ukuthi
And yeah, ngabe ukuthi manje
more drop or something. It's like, but it's a new brand. Yeah,
and
yeah,
hence
yeah,
why I take time to drop. I think I had the drip design for like 5 years before we just dropped last year our third design
Yeah.
after 7 years, right? Because our main focus is growing the name Antikun. I'll make a simple example, like Nike. Right?
Yeah.
If Nike was to drop a car, let's say Nike would buy that car.
Yeah.
And not because of the car is great or whatever, but because the brand is already strong enough. Now, even if Nike says there's a microphone near Mike, the guys who love Nike
yeah.
would buy
Will
the
buy
mic.
it.
Definitely.
If Nike says we have a bed, yeah, Nike, the SLE combo would buy that.
Yeah,
bed.
definitely,
And that's what I'm trying to
definitely.
build to a point whereby I have loyal people of the brand
Yeah.
and the whole community whereby they like anti-cool ride or die. And that's what makes us different to say we have a strong brand that we've been building for all these years, not just Ikipa or Ichase. Anti-cool is not just a jersey. Hence why we now have moved on to having events, right? And we're growing beyond events.
Valid.
Yeah,
So how
yeah,
did
so-
thingy Two Cool Nights ne
Two
start?
cool nights, yeah.
Yeah, how did it start?
Okay, there's two cool
We are
nights, there's
fair, yo.
Team Cool Sunday. Which one do you want to know?
The big one.
Okay,
big
two
one.
cool nights. And we also have elevated, you guys, that's
Sneaky.
it's like elevated ends. But yeah,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
move
yeah,
on
yeah.
fast forward to two cool nights. Two cool nights was a conversation between the team and me, right? I think we started 2024. We sat down, we're like, everyone is doing the same thing in terms of my event, right? And we've also been hosting, as I've said, we've had my event like elevated weekends, elevated ends, elevated Saturdays. We've had like so many events in the past. And in 2024, we're like, we don't feel like we're growing in the event space. Because
Yeah, yeah.
why? Uspula keep speaker and attend the event. Auntie Kuli keep speaker and attend the
Event.
event. Like, no one is doing anything different. Rather, let's have a concept. Let's have something people will buy into. And we're like, okay, because we were at my room playing a PlayStation. We're like, let's have a games night, yeah, PlayStation, whereby people will come, battle PlayStation, Monopoly, chess, all sort of games, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, because we have like a big yard, right? I had someone, I'm like, Nkae sound, I paid for a sound. Bongana 10, I have a PlayStation, put out my PlayStation, bought Monopoly, chairs, 30 seconds. I was like, I had my poster. I'm like, guy, there's my idea. Drop a poster. I poster. We started rocking. We're like 25 or 30 when we started.
Yeah.
Right? Hey Joe, we rocked that night. So we like played games for like the first few hours, which was nice. So now the whole idea was you come here to play games, not just go to Fiaso.
Yeah.
Come here to play games. People got there early, we played games, and then Zawa groove, right? And then we had like the second one, whereby now people started noticing, oh, there's actually a different event, right?
Yeah.
Let's have let's go there. People started coming in numbers. We're like, Esan, it's
Yeah, sesisincane.
and that's when we decided to go to A White House. We approached A White House. They gave us a venue. We had like our deal, a very good deal. We did the second Too Cool Night at White House. Great event. People came in numbers. Were like, okay, White House will also becoming too small for a Too Cool Night. Let's go back to the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went back to the street, plugged 2 tents. It was crazy, right? 2024.
Yeah.
Best event, December 2025. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm not gonna have a Too Cool Night for the whole year. I'm gonna have it at the end of the year because now this is like my peak event. Last year, December 6th December, crazy again. People came in early. We were playing games. I had brands there. I had Spacewalk as well, which is Nico's brand.
Yeah, I
Was
remember.
there,
I was there. I remember
You were-
pulling.
ah,
Yeah,
no,
obvious.
no, guys, pull
Ponga
out.
gangazi.
Last year, bangakwazi.
Yeah.
Aye, sipho.
Pengida. Akutaba pull up in one.
No what?
No smile.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but you guys
Pengida.
came in late.
Yeah.
Like late for me, it's like late is like people are now having fun. But like the real event is during the day.
Oh, yeah,
Because
sure.
now that's where people get to take nice pictures. That's where people get to like have like networking sessions.
Yeah,
You and
yeah,
I could
yeah,
have
yeah,
had
sure.
like could have known each other for a while now. If you had came in early, you got a chance to play Mteamcool, right?
Oh,
I
yeah,
got to
yeah,
know the
yeah,
brand
yeah.
as well. Now we could have been like working together or doing whatever. Maybe this interview could have happened like long
time ago.
Understand?
Yeah,
That's
feel.
why I like love daytime events. I hope I answered your question. I've said so
You
much.
did.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what's the craziest thing that's ever happened in one of your events? Craziest.
Craziest thing that has ever happened to my event or
Your
event.
Yeah, your
event.
events.
Oh, I think it was 2023, right?
Yeah.
I was still in varsity, right? So would organize so I'd come in like on my weekend or like whenever I get time. So obviously I'll rely mostly on my team to like run the promotions, right? Sharp. We're still like trying to push my event. We're not like I want Basaz that much. Like Basaz like starting some and like those who know what. Like if you know it was that type of situation. Sharp. And then we pay for everything. Yeah, we pay for everything. On the day of the event, one thing we didn't think of is the rain, right?
Oh,
So we had no
yeah.
tent, right?
Oh yeah.
Sharp. Or earlier on during the day, we had like a master game because my events has always been like that. There has to be something, there has to be a concept. You can't just come and
Yeah.
like sit down.
Sit
So
down.
it was street game during the day, perfect weather. Later, around 6, imvula yaqala. Shwa.
Ooh.
Oh, the guy who sound is like, hey Joe, how not tell? And my sound lam is moshe.
Yeah, exactly.
Ngizova mina ne sound lam if you don't find
It's
it.
head.
Azange so kanje emvuleni just funana ne So now we're walking, there's funana ne people are giving us crazy amounts because we're desperate at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Like we need it
definitely. Yeah, now, obvious.
Abo, I come up, I tell this guy, I'm like, my dog, I can't find the tent. We managed to find a gazebo just to cover the sound, right? Cover the sound. First time ever I booked Usiano Hectic. Yeah, I booked them for that night. And they said they can only come in around 7 because they have other gigs outside.
Yeah.
They can come in at 7, at 8, they
Vibe.
buy. Sharp. So we find the gazebo around 6:30 to 7. Before bazo. Yeah. Now the time is like 6:30. Yabo. Ejo, I'm like food. Shwa. So now people, instead of coming inside the event, they outside because there was like kawas like a stamp. So bamegule shelter
Yeah,
ikawa.
shelter nyana.
Ejo event in empty. Bear in mind, it's like 15 minutes. Good things on
Abo see.
I'm like, yes, I'm a hot man. I called them. I'm like, I'm a hot man. Anyways,
Oh yeah.
at that time, dog, I was like thinking of like canceling the show. I tell you next time, I'm like, chance don't come. I go to the back, at the back of my house. And I start crying. I'm alone, dog.
Ash.
Bear in mind, it's raining. I'm on my knees. I'm crying tears. Like no one knows of these
Yeah,
stories, right?
yo.
Like I'm crying tears because I'm like, yes, I'm fading. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's bad. Oh, dog, I'm crying. And then like few minutes after crying, I go back to like my house. I find my mom there. So my mom is always, it's someone who can like see if like I'm not okay, right? She's like, man, don't panic, man. Like my mom trying to cheer me up. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, like let's chill
Phone,
out.
good
Let's chill out.
kenzakala.
I go outside. Imbula say to Lil, it's packed, dog. It's packed. I'm like, yes, it's now around 8:30. So
Yeah.
took only an hour for the event to get paid. And I called the hotman pick. I'm like, I'm
Buya.
They're like, says Vail. So yeah, that day, that's like one of the craziest I've ever experienced.
From everything you've said, one thing I noticed that Kahlahle, when you have an event, it must have like a main reason why you're having like a street game.
Yeah.
And so you
for
prefer
sure, for
daytime
sure.
stuff. Maybe event is
Not just have like the problem we're facing right now, and hence why I have so many events, is that everyone now thinks, mengatoli speaker and attend, netulo, senior host. I'm now an event organizer, right? I'm not saying people shouldn't host, but understand what you're doing. As I told you Guti, before, I had no experience with okay, you have to look at things like your header
You were
to
there,
see
yeah.
Guti, it won't rain.
Kenzakala, yeah.
Understand? So that you know, I'll need an umbrella or I need a tent or I'll need like whatever. And now the thing is, now everyone is hosting. I know direction event like
Yeah.
Zele siyafika lapha like yeah man hey hostani, but yeah I feel like for me
Yeah.
it has to make sense, and hence why with events like Mteamcool that I'm doing right now, I always say the slogan for Mteamcool is we come as strangers, we leave as friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
So
that's
it's
Yeah,
what I'm
like
trying to
fair,
approach.
we
Networking.
yeah, young son. On. On, yeah, good.
So how did the Shimza internship program start?
Oh, crazy. I thought you're never gonna ask.
I told you we did our research.
I
Yeah,
did your
obvious.
research. I didn't know you guys know about that because I hardly post about that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know about the internship? Damn. Yeah, you guys.
Oh yeah. And before explaining, like obvious people wanna know good like like it was
Mm.
it's all about what young son. Things like that, yeah.
Mm. So the internship, right? I remember I was still in varsity doing my final year.
UJ.
UJ, yeah.
Yeah,
I was at
yeah.
UJ studying marketing because that has always been my passion. So I started the brand even before starting marketing because I already knew marketing and branding is what I want to do for the rest of my life, right? So I'm like doing my third year varsity. I see La Pragu page. I think someone shared because I wasn't following Oshimba. Someone shared on their page internship, wara. And then I look at the flyer, I'm like, labafuna mina la.
Oh
No mabangatin event and
yeah.
branding.
Obvious.
Yeah. I'm like, this is man. I remember I was with my then girlfriend. I'm like, this is mine. She's like, yeah. Go for it. Shout out to that girl.
Nah, shout out to you. Nah, shout out to you.
Whoever you are, shout out to
Yeah.
you.
I was just like, yeah, go for it. And then I started applying. I sent my CV. It was my first time doing like a CV. I sent my CV. I think an application was over on Monday. Yeah. And I saw that thing on a Friday. I start applying sharp. And then I send and then I just chill. I go, I come back home because I'm from my areas. I come back home. When I get home, I think check, Gucci bang respond.
Yeah, my email. Nah.
Yeah, my email. Mengithi cho right and you bounce back. The email didn't go through, dog. I'm like, yo, this thing is closing on Monday. It's a Sunday. I take my dad's phone, I send the CV. I take my mom's phone, I
Send
send
the
the CV.
CV.
I take my younger brother's phone, I send the CV. They all bounce back. I'm like, it's not for me. So I'm email because everyone was applying. So they say what going? So
Yeah, it's like
Mo is
killer
saying
and pay
that,
crash.
it would like bounce
boy.
back. I'm like, damn it, I lost it. Sharp. And then I'm chilling there on Tuesday. I see which Wednesday there's like what do they call this thing? I remember the name, but it's like introduction to the
Yeah.
to the internship, right? So everyone is invited. I'm like, let me just go and listen so that next time when they do it, I get there, I listen. So they do like icebreaker, they explain the internship, what. Say Pelile, at the end of that thing, someone raised their hand. I remember the guy was Thomas. I was in the internship with him. He raised his hand. I'm like, yo, we'll send a CV, but I ain't getting we found a pack. But if we had the copy, he let it.
Yeah.
Lucky enough, I had my copy. I'm like, hey. I submit my CV. And then, I think few days afterwards, they call me. They're like, come for the interview. I go for the interview. Oh, I try to be quick, guys. Yeah, so they call me for the interview. I go.
It's yours.
Yeah.
The show is
So
yours.
I go to the interview. I had an amazing interview, but apparently, because my thing's now, they telling me to like, I sounded like arrogant. But like I wasn't arrogant. I think I knew my story. Like yeah. So then fail up and story Sam. I get to the interview, I rock it. Few days after they call me back. And then the internship started. We're like 16. So like 16 of us. So basically to answer your question, the internship was like about events management and branding. So they teach you everything about like events. And hence why some of the things I do now, it's all thanks to them. Shout out to like Shimza and the team.
Yeah.
Because
Now I have
we
like the
learned,
experience.
we learned
You learned a lot.
strategizing for the event. Because now, hence why I don't see my event as a faggy and a speaker now.
Yeah.
I understand the behind the scenes, right? How to, like even now, when people like apply for a sponsor, they just like, as a sponsor, mina ngiyazamela ngibuye ivory. Like that's not the story sponsors wanna hear. Sponsors wanna hear and see the value and coming to your show.
Yeah.
Right? And those are the things you learn in the event, like marketing, social media. They teach you social media, what time to post, what content to post, how your content should look. Right? They teach you sponsorship, how to apply for a sponsor, which sponsor to look for which event, because that's another thing. You can't be applying for a sponsor, summer conflicts, about things which are even doing. You understand? So those are some of the things they teach you. Marketing as a whole, like how to market the event. And also the most important part is execution, right? So few days before the event, like one man show, that's the biggest event we do, internship. Few days like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we are there on site, seeing Maba build out the structure, seeing the suppliers coming in, the negotiations, you get to like learn a lot of stuff. And on the day of the event, we all have roles. I remember my role, the first one man show, was to deal with my artists, right? So make sure they sign what's these forms called?
Auntie.
I remember the name, but you have to sign the form so that they give you the permission and the right to publish their work, right? So that was my first job, whereby now I have to go to someone as big as Usjava and say, "Hey, man, being sign." And now they build that confidence in you. And that's how the internship happened. 4 months later, the internship ended. And all of us, we had to leave because we now had the skills to go and do our own event.
Yeah, obvious.
But luckily for me, they called me a few days after the internship ended. They're like, yo, there's an opportunity for you. Would like you to stay and work for the company, be part of the team. So I think because of the hard work that I was putting in during the internship and the effort they would see, that's why they called me back in. And that's basically the internship story.
So like, like, do you have like a younger brother or
I
someone?
have a younger brother, Siyabonga Makhanya. Shout out to my brother. I was gonna be angry if I didn't call him out. I have a younger brother, which is like he's my friend, he's my brother, he's like he's my everything.
How old is he?
He's 17 this year. He's doing his matric.
He's 17.
17, yeah.
Oh, I feel.
He's doing his matric. He's always there. He's always, everyone knows him. He's always at my events. Fun now is just that he's a bit light because mnyama and he's a bit light.
Auntie
Mara na
mnyama.
mnyama, mara, yeah.
Yeah,
he's better than me, but
yeah, I
I have a
feel.
younger brother who I love so much. He supports me. He does everything that I do. Every event, he's there.
Yeah,
If you don't see me, there's him.
Oh yeah.
And in the yeah, I'm like he's the Yolenka black. Like cause like as Cody said, he thought I'm quiet. I am quiet, but like leya mi le ukuthi ebabonga thu le ring. But
Oh
yeah, he's that one.
yeah, obvious. So
Yeah.
you balance equation.
He
you
balances
understand?
the equation.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
feel.
Okay.
So like even there kufuna ukubona in the next like maybe 2 years or 3 years.
Yeah, in the next 2-3 years. Yeah. Now I find it hard answering those questions, right? Because remember, I've been doing this since 2018, which is like 8 years now.
Yeah, but then, like, there's
remember,
progress, obvious.
Yeah, every year you're like, in the next 2-3 years. And then you're like, hey, I'm in the 3 years that I talked about.
Last.
I'm in that 3 years, but yeah, now in the next 2-3 years, because I have like 2 good events right now, which is like, yeah, very good events. I have 2 cool nights. I have Mteamcool Sunday, and they keep on growing.
Yeah,
Mteamcool
yeah,
Sunday happens every first week of the month on a Sunday, which is growing. I think by September would be seeing flames because that event is like, that event is doing the things, right? Yeah, I think in the next 2-3 years, I'll have sponsors for my event. I'll have a big production team producing my event.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
now I'll be able to say, this is what I want, coming with the ideas and taking from what we've built, giving it to like a big production team to come in on board to help with like the production in terms of like stage, the sound, the infrastructure of the event.
Yeah, and planning.
So I'm seeing it like being quite very big. And also another thing, very profitable.
So yeah, in terms of that, because like when we started talking about your brand, Pokala finance, so like how are you handling them like now?
Yeah, I think now, because now myself and the whole team, we're more matured. Seswazi like okay, and also budget for the most important things, right?
Yeah.
So now we're handling it much better in terms of I have someone who takes care of the money, right? So I don't have so now I don't have to do everything to say we are patala nyo order nini him lawyer nye jozi menga to get jozi mele nyo printer menguya lapo.
And then
I have to be the one who go pays for the sound the event, so I have like a dedicated team who deals with specific things, right? So now we know it's okay, sharp. We have an upcoming event. So, okay, how are we going to fund the event? Maybe let's say, because now what makes things even more easier, we are now all employed, right? We are able to pour into the brand, right? We're able to say, if we have an upcoming event or we have an upcoming launch for merch, let's set out imali esizoyibeka for the launch, right? Sibeke inyuku, and then lo muntu odila ngenyuku uyozositshela ukuthi okay, inyuku so. This is what we're going to do. Or this is what we did ngemali, so that we all held accountable for using the money. Because if it's like him, it's just a thing of angiblomile nabo siphula. Aspaye namakholi, aspaye. And now I think managing the finances is now better because we've grown, man. I think manje we're more matured. Oh, crazy story. How Mteamcool Sunday way different from Mteamcool Night. Mteamcool Night, we sat down, we planned for Mteamcool Night. But Mteamcool Sunday wasn't planned, right?
It wasn't planned.
That event wasn't planned. So what happened in that event? We were from Ikunye. So me and my friends went to Kunye, and we had Abolungi Sibego, because those are my friends, right? We had like Abolungi Sibego, Abobu, Bontando, like at DSTV, all those guys. We all went to Kunye. We came back from Kunye. We went to hang out. We got to hang out around 12. Hang out over yourself, Matu. Maybe I'll hang out. Instead of us going to sleep, we went to the weekend. We get to the weekend, I think if I think about 4 or 5, right? I think 5. Well, now like, actually, sayulala, why sayulala ngalesikhathi sokusekuseni was let's go eat. We went to Tanzania, we went to eat sharp. And then we're like, sichubekeni mos.
Umnandi
Asichubekeni
abupeli.
kumnandi mos. And then we went to, so starting some, went to, me and Bandile were like one house away from each other. Went outside Bandile's house, Fiaras, Tolefon Manlaga Bandile, which was Utebza. Utebza, he woke up because this is restaurant. He woke up, they was like, chilling. We took out 10. Utebza has like the smaller Yana 10. Took out the 10, had like a green carpet. We started chilling. Nabo Lungi, Nabo, like everyone. Yeah, that was how Mteamcool started. It was friends chilling. And then we started posting, of course, because also we had Amakap with Auntie from a too cool night. So we're using those caps to post and like say, we're just chilling. And then people started calling. I remember the first person who called was Mulal from NV League.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Joe, I see you guys are posting, like, it's keeper, and you guys posting. I'm like, I see chilling. Mlalo came, and then we started chilling, Numlalo and these other brews.
Yeah.
Right? We were chilling. It was just a chillers. Oh, and my friends from church, because I go to church. My friends from church.
Nah, shout out.
After church, because I couldn't go to church.
Yeah,
I couldn't go
yeah.
to church that Sunday because we were chilling. Right now it was just a chillers. And then I told the guys, I'm like, guys, the event there I'm there, ne? Mteamcool Sunday. They're like, I'm like, sure. This is another event. This is Mteamcool Sunday. They thought I'm crazy. And then people started asking us, when are you guys chilling again?
Yeah.
They're like, it was just the ones off. They're like, no. We also want to come and chill.
Yeah, have the experience.
Right? So like, okay, sharp. Let's do it again. So now we had to move to my house because obviously,
yeah.
I can't understand because like my parents are very young and my parents are very like, yeah, they're supportive in everything that I do. We go back to my house. And then now we had like stance cars coming by.
Yeah.
And then the stance car, I keep it gazebo. We didn't even like pay for shit on that event. Keep it gazebo. Now it looks like an event. Stugza, DJ Stugza, land speaker. Oh.
So go on.
I just talk to like, yes. And now we're rocking. Like, I'm telling them, like, remember, I told you guys, this is now an event. And we had no lineup. Nothing. So mo DJ mo khona mo Zizo.
Kibelo ya
I was like mo Zizo Kibeli teki uyashisa. MC Tati mic. Oh, there wasn't no mic, but yabazi. Yobo like it creates a whole vibe. And we're like, okay, this now is like becoming it's becoming big. But again, I was like, I can't do this every month starting some because as much as they love me, but you gotta sell every month because and it's a Sunday. I'm like, I meet this other brew of mine, Utato. Shout out to Snake Samapiano. Tato runs Snake Samapiano. He calls me, he's like, Mteamcool, I want to talk to you. So Tato wanted to like post something. I'm like, my dog, I have something. I'm saying you build it. Lay a main line. Let's take it to straight line.
Yeah.
Tato's like, let's rock it, my dog. He supports us financially. And we're like, let's rock it. We have the first Mteamcool Sunday with the tent, right? And the plan was, we're going to have a tent, and then we're going to have like Itu and then everyone is like, hey, I'm coming. I'm like, hey, guys, hey, let's get like proper chairs.
Yeah, no, say
let's get proper chairs.
Now
I'm like, let's get proper chairs. We get proper chairs. Speak to Stugza. Shout out to Stugza one time. Supported us from day one.
Yeah.
Stugza pulls up again with the sound. Now we have like a curated. Oh, we didn't have a lineup even on that one when we went to a straight line. But now it's more proper structure. There's like sound. There's like tent. There's chairs. We're selling alcohol as well. And then people started coming in. About teacher, I remember Sia
was there.
He was there. He was like, so I don't know which teacher was late. And I'm like, Khodman, it's like,
oh, yeah.
Khodman, come on. Sia supported me from day one. Shout out to Khodman Lam as well.
Tango.
Sia rocks the mic. Guess who pulls up after Sia played? Vic the Groove one time. Like, yo, my nigga, I'm here, my nigga, what's up? Let's rock. Vic the Groove pulls up. People are happy because Vic is one of those guys. Man. Vic is effortlessly cool. Vic is so cool. Vic pulls up, is like, yo, man, I'm going to give you like a young 30 minutes.
Yeah,
he rocks the deck. He kills it. And we have that video and clip of Vic playing. It goes viral, dog. Everyone is now like, I want to come to Mteamcool Sunday. We rock the other Mteamcool Sunday. So now it gets packed. The tent gets more. I'm like, shit, we have to grow this thing.
Yeah.
We put in 2 tents, which is the one we did last month. I thought, at least it gets pegged. And like now it's like, yes, Mteamcool Sundays, it's bigger than me. Hence why I was telling people it's no longer my event. It's
Yeah,
like
ngithola.
it's for the friends of from Mteamcool.
So, Mteamcool, does it have like specific artists or DJ that play or like bashinja shinja?
About DJ bachinja chinchana, I'll tell you tip about DJ bachinja bakona Mteamcool Sunday because it's very important to have abantu understand and people who
Valid.
understand your audience.
Yeah, the
right?
crowd.
Because you don't want to find someone ozothi because yabazi abo sho khona mani ngicela islot. I don't mind that as long as you good. But like yamazothi khona mani ngicela islot. Uthi asiphula zwakala uzodlala. Siphula makafika uthi ngo3. Siphula makafika ushaya isigubhu. I understand which kills the vibe.
Yeah.
And now, if you have about DJ Batema, for example, number one, she's also the brand ambassador for Auntie Cool, Felzi. Felzi understands the crowd. Felzi is a good DJ, right? We have Felzi, we have Toogs, you'll never miss those guys in like our events. We have Envy, who's always in our events. We have now we have like Ayanda. Now we have
Ayanda.
Touch Beats. Touch Beats, yeah. I think from the very first event, Touch Beats has always been with us. We have a lot of guys that we like. Yeah, those guys, they always at our events. Cousin DJs, which we newly found, and we formed a very good relationship with them. They always at our events playing. Yeah, those are the guys who understand the sound in
ngiyakuthola.
Mteamcool Sunday.
That's gonna be big. Yeah, I
Definitely.
see the
It's
vision.
already
See the vision.
uyangithola ne.
I see the vision.
So very social like boma mini game yana. Quick
Into
questions, yeah.
zakho.
By the time this episode, it's gonna be.
We
it's
drop on
gonna-
Friday,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
Which Friday? Next Friday.
this Friday. Ne? Oh,
Mteamcool
yeah.
Sunday is like in 2 days time,
Real
like
hard.
Saturday, Sunday.
Keep all the clips.
Yeah, and Shane, young promo, yeah, and Mteamcool Sunday. This Sunday, let's rock. You know what time it is? Mteamcool.
Tango. So very
So dlala into zakho games.
so clothing brand or events.
Yo. I see, for you not doing that, my dog.
Branded events.
Yeah, clothing brands or events.
Yo, that's a hard one. If I had to choose one,
Yeah. You have to.
Choose one.
You have to.
I think I'll have to say clothing brand. That's my first love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
see.
I think even now I always tell the team it's as much as we host more events than dropping match, but the core and the foundation of Auntie Cool is clothing brand.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely.
Because what we're trying to do is have the clothing brand, have events, and also have other businesses. So we have the clothing brand as the umbrella, right? Just even now, the things I just went to buy HOZ, it's like another investment, which is growing the business, right? So we can hire those things out. We're planning on buying other assets, which now we can hire out to other events or other guys doing the same stuff. So clothing brand, number one. And
Then
then
events,
events, number two. And then the
Yeah,
other
on.
stuff.
Okay, biggest flex.
Yeah, this is part of the match. This is actually the 2 cool nights match. Yeah,
Uyangithola.
Two
this is
cool
actually
nights.
the 2 cool nights match. Yeah,
Okay,
Nah,
biggest
feel.
flex.
my biggest flex, personal or branding.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
My biggest flex, guys. Can I tell you a young story? So my biggest flex. Ne? So I remember I was like 11 or 12. Being said taxi ne? So this guy is drunk. So cool. He's like talking too much. And now this lady at the back is like, yo, Abuti, come seventeen ball dumela linwe vele, because it's during the week and
Oh,
like
yeah,
you
yeah,
drunk. And this guy's response, I will never forget till this day. This guy's like, phela sisi mina ngifundile. Right? And like, yeah, phela mina ngifundile so ngichayisa early, ngichayisa mengifuna, ngena mengifuna. So my biggest flex, I've always wanted to be educated. And hence why I went to varsity to be educated.
Oh yeah.
So anytime or every time, so I go to work like around 10. So like they'll ask me a guys, can you spend all this cards? And I'm like, pana phela mina ngikelezi.
Yeah.
And on weekend, maybe like it's a holiday, people are working, they're like, pana,
I was
when
on game.
I'm like, phela mina ngikelezi.
Is
That's my
I
biggest
feel.
flex, guys. I
Okay,
always wanted to be educated.
I feel.
Worst
So
business advice you've ever got?
I always get many. I always get
That
many.
one la uyazi ukuthi now uyapeta la.
Money, guys. I think it's because I don't take them serious. But I think on top of my head right now, is people trying to advise me about my team, right? It's like someone coming from outside and telling me, "Guti, you should watch out from Uber, like for Uber and Uber.
Oh, yeah.
Like this person is not good for your team, or this person is not good for your growth." And I'm just like, these are my people. I understand them way better. So the worst advice is from the people outside, because the team are the people who always gets to see upfront whatever happens, right? Are the people who gets to see everything firsthand.
Yeah.
If she broke, because another biggest thing people don't know is that would host events like back in 2024, 2023, would host events, go to the booth. So we're saying, Arsenal is broke. But everyone in the morning is calling you, Antonio Shy event.
Oh, yeah.
And the team is just like, Esan. Yeah, actually, Shaile Mara, Sliman,
yeah,
right? And those are the guys that have been with me from day one. And hence why I say the worst advice I've always I got
from outside
is people telling me to watch out from my teammates.
I feel.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
money or impact?
Man,
Man.
money.
Oh,
Because
no,
money
impact.
No. Money brings the impact. I'll tell you
feel.
why. Spoon. You can say the loudest thing and make the most sense. But if someone looks at you and say, Maraga fan, it doesn't make sense what you're saying because I don't know you. You understand? Because
Valid.
one thing will never take away from money. Money comes in with respect.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Because if we have something like even the what's that thing we had hangouts the other day?
Creative Hub.
The creative hub thingy. If you didn't have someone like Likao talking to you and telling you, Guti, yeah, this is what you guys should do, you wouldn't even take that person serious. But because you're listening to someone who has done it before and someone with money, you're able to listen.
Yeah, because
And
there's
take it in-
interaction
yeah.
into
Uyakwazi.
Yes.
But when on impact, yeah, never comrade. No.
Okay, one thing people misunderstood about you.
One thing people misunderstood about me is that I'm a good guy, yes, and I smile because if I'm smiling, people think I'm serious. Yeah, I wanna get this through. I'm go serious, and sometimes you find me tired because like shows like I've had like this pooler say to me like when we meet up or mess like. And I'm just tired.
Oh,
Understand? And yeah, guys like, oh no, if you're thinking serious, I go serious. Like, go to Kumana, I'm so good like,
Simnandi
I think that's what people misunderstand about me is that like, I'm not a serious guy. I can be serious when we need to be serious, but overall, I'm a cool guy. I joke then there with my friends, but yeah.
I feel. So like your last words, so like people look up to you, obvious.
Yo, look up to me. That's a big one.
Obvious, like Makhanya.
Yeah, shout out. If you look up to me, shout out to you, man. I think
Son.
on a taste, then what's easy? Because whatever. But yeah, one thing I'll say is sometimes it looks easy,
But it's not.
but it's not really easy, right? And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If you feel like and you want to do it, go for it, dog. You learn along the way. One thing people fail to do is to start. As long as you can start. Like, event, brand. Do it now, dog. Do it with the...
Yeah, now is the time.
Yeah, and the biggest problem is that people will say, with the little amount that you have, start whatever you want to start. And you will see the results. And another thing I want to say, discipline, guys. Yeah, discipline will take you very far.
Definitely.
Very, very far. Valid.
Last words, Mganwami.
Just joking. Word of the day. Do I have one? Okay, rise up, show up, have some love, have respect. Do what makes you happy. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, man. Yeah, guys, thank you for like watching from start to finish. Angsola. Nzwile, man. Infundise inspire, right, Angsola. And thanks to Menzi for like pulling up.
Pulling up.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Angsola, ne. See you next week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Angsola, ne.
And comment.
Guys, thank you.